Guys, I hope say that you guys have seen that trending topic of Paul Scholes when being asked to choose his best midfielder currently in the Premier League. Instead of my man, the Manchester United legend, instead of him to go straight and say, look at my best midfielder so far in the Premier League and this is the reason why I choose him. He come to say, Moses Caicedo. When the interviewer asked him, Baba, choose your best best midfielder in the Premier League, he no ask him about any player. He just ask him, Baba, choose your best midfielder in the Premier League currently. Instead of my man to choose, look at what he said. He said, Moses Caicedo, I don't really rate him as all-round midfielder. You don't really rate Moses Caicedo at all-round midfielder. That the goal he scored against Liverpool is a very great goal. But in the next coming 8 months, that you won't see him score that goal again. Calm down, because I'm going to explain. It be like say Paul Scholes himself doesn't know the work of Moses Caicedo. You see all these English pundits or what it is ever, both Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville and the likes of Paul Scholes, all of them, especially those that our opponents when that our rival fans when they were playing for their various clubs, they see here about Chelsea player performing well. The only man that came out to say the truth is that of Gary Neville. You can imagine Paul Scholes saying that choose your best midfielder. You leave waiting, they ask you, they talk say Moses Caicedo, you don't see him as all-round midfielder. You don't rate him that much. This blah blah. Now Paul Scholes misunderstanding. Let me teach Paul Scholes the roles of Moses Caicedo in modern football. Because that time when we say that they play their own ball, and midfielder can play any score goal, do anything, when we play any position, when we say, but you see in this modern football, we play with tactics. Before you come in every game, the manager have already drawn his tactical board and tell you, say, you see this position, make sure you don't leave here. Make sure your work is to do this. Make sure your work is to do that. Now, let me explain what I'm trying to say. Misunderstanding of Moses Caicedo role by Paul Scholes. In Paul Scholes' era, where a midfielder we are expected to be completed playmakers or goal scorers, number one. However, Moses Caicedo plays a primary role as a defensive midfielder. Tax suite. Now, Paul Scholes, let me just tell you the works of Moses Caicedo as a Chelsea defense, as a number 6 in modern football. Number one, the task of Moses Caicedo in every single game that is being tasked for him to do is number one, breaking up opposition attacks. Make sure Caicedo's work at Chelsea as a midfielder in this modern football as a number 6 is to make sure say he breaks up opposition attack. They don't counter. He break them down in their own balls. Make sure say they don't reach our own balls. Make sure say the more they are tracking, the more you are scatter. Make sure they don't counter us. That's the number one primary task as a number 6 in modern football. Number 2, shading the back lines. Helping the back lines in defending. You know, sometimes you they even see Moses Caicedo go as a number 5. You could ask yourself, if now defender this guy they play as a midfielder, you will see him shading, helping our defenders, helping the back lines. That's the work of Moses Caicedo in this modern football. That's the work of Moses Caicedo in this modern football, to help the back lines, to make sure say opposition don't penetrate inside our 18-yard box. That's the number one work of Moses Caicedo. Paul Scholes. Number 3, recycling possession quickly. Making sure say immediately we lost possession, immediately we lose any possession from any source of player. Say he makes sure that he recovers possession quickly from the opposition players. Make sure say they no carry our possession. That is his work. Number 3. Then number 4, supporting the transition from defense to attack. Supporting the transition from defense to attack. Now, when we want to make a build up from the back, Moses Caicedo is that key man that transits the ball from the defense to the attack. Now, if you watch that goal, that minute goal against Liverpool, you can see that Hato gave that pass to James gave that pass to Gusto gave that pass from defense to the understanding impossible from defense. He makes sure that the transition, supporting the transition of passes from defense to attack. He makes sure say that pass go reach him before go carry and distribute to the attack. Now immediately goes to give him the pass. 2 Liverpool players were surrounding him. He doesn't need to track the ball. The next thing he did was to give Romelu Lavia that ball as a number 8. Immediately, Romelu Lavia transit that ball to attack Moses Caicedo at Paul Scholes. I hope you have understand what it means to be a number 6 in modern football. And I heard you make a statement that the goal he scored against Liverpool, that the next time he will score the kind of goal is in the next 8 months. I want to remind you that he scored that kind of goal last month against Brentford. He scored that kind of goal against Real Betis in the Conference League finals. Instead of you guys to appreciate a player who is doing well because he's not an England player and because he's playing for Chelsea, that is the reason why you will come out to, instead of to choose your best midfielder, even though you are not choosing him, instead of you to go to the straight to the point, choose the any other player you want to choose, you will come out to be saying all manner of nonsense. Anyway, I don't blame you. I hope I have cleared you, and he will continue to drive well. Once a player is not from England, once he's not an English player and he's doing well, there is no way you English former players or pundits will really rate that player. Now so una go dey come out in the pepper una for body, but in go